4S.
It's 4.
Quality's pretty good when you, yeah. Right.
So we're back with Shane Finley at Kosta Browne, and we're tasting barrel samples of 2010 vintage. I better get my glass.
So we're tasting right now through SLH, San Lucia Highlands. We've tasted the Sierra Mar 23 Pizzoni clones, and this is the Sobranis Vineyard Pizzoni clone. So Sobranis shares basically, I would say a fence line, but it really doesn't exist, but it's basically right next to Gary's.
Okay.
So you would be, if you step back about 10 feet, you'd be in Gary's and I'd be in Sobranis. And so it can, in many ways, can be called Gary's too. So this, it's 100% Pizzoni clone, same rootstock of the Gary's vineyard, and just destem.
That's stunning. Well, I like what you say about the, building the quality of the components that could, literally stand alone as vineyard designates.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really strong play, I think, for your brand.
It's always been our philosophy. I mean, we want to over-deliver on all of our wines. So if it's a single vineyard, if it's appellation, Chardonnay, we look for the quality of the vineyard first and then figure out where we're going to put that second, you know what I'm saying, and underwrite the clone, the grower, the vineyard source, and we try to bring out varietal characteristics as well as appellation kind of nuances and characteristics. We want the wines to show a sense of place and the true sense of place. To do that, you need to have the best fruit. And so we hope that our Sonoma Coast, our Russian River, our San Lucia give our customers a true identification with the appellations, and not just kind of a cheap version of what you want.
Exactly. No, I think you hit it on the nail, because each of these components is very unique in what they bring. There's not even a slight similarity in them. They're all very, very dialed in.
And then this wine, the SLH will have a little bit elements of Gary's, some elements of Rosella's, a little hint of Pizzoni, and only reason because we don't have that much Pizzoni. And so it's really going to be a true north to south representation of San Lucia Highlands, and we're really excited to add it to the portfolio. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think this will add a lot of that kind of mid-palate kind of grip and focus.
It's got a lot of density. It'll work well with the Sierra Mar seems to be a little bit brighter. This seems to be a little bit more broody.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit darker kind of fruit characteristic and bent to it than the Sierra Mar stuff. It seems to be the brighter, more red fruit focused. What's interesting too, I mean, the reality is, what's really cool about San Lucia is that you have now 5 vineyards with the same clone, planted at different times, but they're all showing the different kind of, they're really showing the soil, and their sense of place. If you want to use terroir, you can, but it's the same clone over a kind of a 10-mile stretch. Different elevations, kind of different expositions, and slightly different rootstocks, but it's a very interesting demonstration of how you can take the same clone, same color, and kind of put it over a couple different, multiple canvases, and then create multiple different wines. So it's fun. It's really cool. I mean, we don't really have that ability to do that in Russian River, Sonoma Coast, because it's a little more varied. And the appellations are wider and bigger, and the Francionis and the Pizzonis established themselves as, in our opinion, the pinnacle for those that appellation, and we're really happy and excited to work with them. And it's great to be able to show the complexities of their different vineyards and their efforts. So really excited to grow this and make it bigger. I mean, the 10 is going to be 600 or 700. I think it's going to be like 600 cases. The 11 will probably be closer to 1,000. It'll be 800, and then we'll see where it takes us after that. But we keep adding some layers and some dimensions. So it's going to be a fun wine for us to grow, along with the Sonoma Coast and Russian River.
Well, it also establishes kind of a style of what to expect from Kosta Browne when you get into the vineyard designates as well.
Yeah. It's a great entree to the single vineyard wines, especially with Pizzoni, which is only a couple of 6 to 7 barrels depending on the vintage. That's a really hard wine to kind of get out. And Rosella isn't that big either. It's only, I think we're making about 15 barrels of that, so we're talking 400 cases. And Gary's that big, it's maybe 600 cases. So comparatively speaking to some of the other Russian Sonoma Coast wines with Gaps Crown, Kiefer, Copeland in some ways. And Copeland's not that big either, but we have some larger, or either larger SKUs or more offerings. And so this gives us, and then the appellation wines for Sonoma Coast and Russian River, size of the bigger. A couple thousand cases.
How many different wines are you making now?
We have blend-wise, Sonoma Coast, Russian River, San Lucia, 4-barrel, and then the Chardonnay, so that's 5. And then we have Sonoma Coast single vineyards would be Gaps Crown, Kanzler, and Russian River is Kiefer, Copeland. I'm missing some. Kiefer and Copeland for Russian River, and then SLH is Gary's, Rosella's, and Pizzoni. So I think that's 8 single vineyards.
And then 5, so 13.
4, yeah.
Okay. And it is Friday the 13th that we're doing all this.
There's 2 Friday the 13th in 2012, and it's a leap year. I don't know what that means. There's 2 Friday the 13th are actually within the first 4 months. It's Friday the 13th today, and there's one in April.
Wow.
And that's a leap year.
Yeah.
Some anomalies going on.
Oh, my birthday's the 13th too, so I always consider it a lucky day.
I'm not very superstitious, but it's an interesting statistical anomaly, especially with the leap year.
Yeah.
So do you want to taste some other things?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Let's try. Let's see. Let me just look at the clock here. So we got about 45 minutes. I don't know how much you want to taste 11s. They're kind of in a slightly awkward stage because they've all been sulfured. So
Yeah.
I would recommend, if you want to get a better sense of where the wine